It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Good morning and welcome once again to our favorite show on Radio Fry 97.1 FM winner, The Brunch. Brought to you, of course, always where they see me face, saying I'm one of the hosts them. We go dinner so with you from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. You can catch we conversations them usually from Monday to Friday. And of course, we don't walk now for talk, but any kind of thing. But we are any kind of thing now. It gets a focus where we say any kind of thing. We talk about things that way they affect we as individuals and citizens na salon. Just in case you don't know who that they talk to you. So me on name na Lawrence Hedd, and I gets me other hosts now. So we not even need any amount of introduction. I believe say Ingo do than they for himself and Dandina.
Brigitte, Dalton to say.
Okay. You have done your for yourself. Are you the only difference between the Saloma voice and it as well? Anyway.
Voice na voice.
Voice na voice, eh? The Sierra Leonean in us is in the blood.
Indeed.
Anyway, so of course we are going to be having a wonderful conversation here today. And today, your own topic, they can't turn out as usual. After we don't get the verse of the day and the quote of the week, where they come out, where verse of the day they come out from. Philippians 2:3-4, and it says, "Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves. Let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also to the interest of others." This life is very important for me. We able for watch we comping them higher than we self. Bible make you for understand say where you able for do that one day. Now truly na humility. So man can say not fine for me. May not watch person like I say person they will better pass you. Well, at this point, we don't see people that would watch themselves, like I said, then better pass other people that will not see change out of it today. So Bible don't say, watch the other man. Like I say, he better pass you and consider in interest over you. And that way they able for serve God really, really well, according to the scripture. Then we get quotes of the day.
Yep, the quote of the week is coming from Henry Miller, and he says, "True strength lies in submission, which permits one to dedicate his life through devotion to something beyond himself." So it'll tell we say the true essence of submission now, where you actually devote yourself to something way much bigger than you, which it relates back to the verse of the day for say, be considerate of other people, not to just you one normal, look at the bigger picture. And today on topic of interest, link exactly to that Bible verse and to that quote of the week. Today we'll look at who they make a better leader, woman or man. We'll get for, dissect that subject day for you, and then we'll give you a conclusion at the end of the day as to who's one go be better as a leader. Now, an interesting conversation because just like we talk about equality, equity, liberation, we don't talk about them things and we don't talk about discrimination, stereotyping. We don't talk about women as breadwinners inside the home and how that one can affect the household and, the masculinity mindsets on some of those issues. So today we'll talk about it even deeper and where you look at women them inside the office space. Most people can employ a range of different people. It can range from age-wise, from young to old. And of course, you have gender, you have experience, you get qualification, a whole mixture of different people inside the office. But there's something within the office where sometimes can stifle the equality side of women having the opportunity rise or to have growth inside the office. Sometimes not so because meet up with the skill sets or anything, not just because of gender. And now that side we can talk about today, why that one day can happen. And then we also go compare women then we don't be leaders within we communities and how they can lead versus how man can lead inside with society, inside with offices them, and so on. So now the conversation down there. So stay glued to Radio Fry Fry on 97.1 FM. Remember, say you're able to watch we on with Facebook. All you need for do now just type Radio Fry Fry. And you also they listen to we right now on with frequency at 97.1 FM. We'll also get with phone line, studio line, we're now 088 971 971 for let you be part of the conversation. But say inside the first hour of every conversation here on the brunch, we'll always set the foundation of the conversation, so that you understand the angle where to come off from before you jump inside the conversation. So keep that number. In case you get busy at any time, you can just send a text message or a WhatsApp message on that number and we're able to read them. Also, you can go on with Facebook Live, like I say, go under the live video and send in you comments for today on topic of discussion. But we have a wonderful and a beautiful guest inside the studio, and we want to let it introduce himself in name and tell us something interesting outside of work, something interesting about you.
Actually, I don't dey work with different people. I don't know different with different categories of people. I don't work with people with disability. I don't work with them. I don't work with women them. I don't work with so I get diverse experience working with people. It be interest me for no say like working with people with disability and other types of people when I'm teaching them. But I find I'm so interested in working with them because I work with them vulnerable. Them actually, I end up for no say people there for work with them. You don't get for show authority. You get for be very humble. You get for they down to earth working with these people. Then you will be loved by them. And when I want the people there will be actually get that opportunity. People will be surprised why. Working with them people that way troublesome. Don't judge them. It's all about your ability. It's all about how you self put yourself together. Anytime when I appear in meetings, they always because then we don't judge them all the time. They were when I step there for checking.
Indeed. And in my own point of view, where it can to disability or anything where somebody gets, sometimes genetically there's nothing you can do about it. Just the same way how you born normal, not so you choose say African normal. God nine don't make the choice already. So why you for discriminate against somebody on something where get no control over, not to in choose. If it been get chance for choose, you know things say for don't choose for be just like everybody else, for sure. So we're not for discriminate. Sometimes it's more difficult for people that will get disability or a form of something outside of the ordinary. And it'll take me and you for embrace that diversity, that difference. The reason why God make we all different, you see that humility part for let you able for look at somebody else outside of yourself. And for where it comes to misjudging or attitude towards disability or any disorder where they outside of the norm, it can come off from we own perceptions, we own experiences, and if we not take them like how we they deal with people, you see say a lot of people then they suffer inside with community and even within the home. And some man not go expect say then go born picking where gets a disability. Everybody know they think that one day, but where it can happen, it takes strength for let you move through. It's a life lesson where you learn as well. Sometimes it is a life lesson. That aspect of patience, that aspect of caring, that aspect of like undevoted love, so that person will get the best opportunity in life against your normal, what you call normal life, where you be done experience. So take them as a life lesson. And when you talk to people that will get a disability as well, just the same way how they talk about equality for women, liberation and equity, they will just say to you, I'm human too. You know, like I dey breathe like you, I dey think like you. Why I not forget the same opportunity as you? We're able body. Why not? Why can't I have the same opportunities? And for that question there, it come up from the people where then they ask them questions and they're being selfish. Because if you're actually not self-centered, you think about other people always, you'd always fight for embrace and try for make that person comfortable, because you see say there's something lacking here. Me able, so I add take from you and add to you so that instead could be able. So now that's, but anyway, the conversation not there about disability, but I can always advocate for them, because for me as well, I'm an interest area, and where I be they do me degrees them, I be actually want to be a clinical psychologist for work with children with a disability, because I feel like there's a huge gap and there's lack of love and lack of understanding from different people. And sometimes it just comes from a selfish place. So me, I'm willing for talk to anybody for bring them down, let them be humble, and let them see beyond within in the sea. Say, not just a human being, just like you and just like me. Anyway, we'll continue with the conversation. Today on topic of discussion, we'll ask who that's better leader, man or woman? And I know some man go rush and say, then they na question self. Who's kind question that? Who's kind question that they? Na money, na man then they lead, na man then they all side na the world, na man then they lead. Well, they can give you something for think about. Even if we'll not change your mind, but at least you could be more considerate when you look at the other gender. Again, I come up from the perspective of I am human too. I am human too, just like the male gender. I am human too for let you make a preference over me. I am human too for let you just consider some of the skill sets that way I get. And I get for delve deep because myself now a woman leader. And I sit down at the radio station because a lot of people then give me opportunity, then give me the opportunity to be educated, the opportunity to have different experiences and different job roles to will lead me to Usai Ade today. And so man go watch and say, oh, I go want let me picking be like Brigitte on Radio Fry. But you're not doing anything contributing to that. The picking one go school, no, I for go na kitchen, I for do this, I for do go to Twasa, go make so go na market, go. But you're not helping the child in any way for let it be like that leader woman where you see. Also, man, one gets I go say somebody we're not educated as a wife, but where infant himself inside a high position, you go to watch in comping man there and their own woman them, just like we talk about Donald Trump the other day. You go to watch in comping and man there and their own woman there, you go say, me young woman and not meet to this standard though. I not even mistake out myself now this place because some say go disgrace me. You see that's ideology. Now because you they fail for empower you woman the way how you supposed for empower them. And instead then go take a side piece, side somebody for come in those social gatherings for say, oh yeah, I'm woman this. Yeah. But actually not so a woman than this. So all the then cover up the work in one certain place. They stem from some of those ideas. But actually, if you give everybody a fair opportunity, you just say everybody will get the best out of them. And also, we don't discuss say God they give everybody talent. So if that woman gets a way bigger talent than you just stifle them and you not go able fulfill what it is supposed to fulfill in this world. But when you look at some of a good recipe to a good leader, because we get leaders that and we can complain all the time for say the leader they will get they're not better, they're not this, then they do that, then they listen to itself. Okay, so what's not the recipe for a good leader? Lawrence will tell me more about that.
Yeah, so definitely we don't give but a lot of leaders in a salon and we don't gladdy for the vote some in, we don't vex after we vote some in, we don't go to office there, we don't meet up leader then they back or they say this man wicked, this woman this, all them different things. And but at the end of the day, there is actually a way you're able to know that a good leader, and not just by the funny things and one or two decisions, but it takes a lot. So firstly, you have to think about how much positivity you'd able to see in the leader. Like, for example, in positive attitude, in positive expectations then in the office. Like, for example, let's say you have a leader in an office in an office. And when he come, now they tell you all the things that way you're not able to do. and I'm able to say, oh, this is the problem, that is the problem, this is the problem, that is the problem, and all that things, and or worst of it all, he come and he begin to say, this way they go to not forever go before if not for that, they more just lock the office. All these funny things. You get to see a lot of negativity. And then alone they show you say in expectations that if they watch the business alone, they're already negative. In expectations towards you also are negative. That's a fact. So you're looking for people that have positive expectations, attitudes, and optimism. This refers to attitudes towards oneself and team's performance, and leads to high level of performance. When we say the way that leader I will say they bring out a lot of positivity from himself, and how much of positive things them in they expect from himself and the team, they actually help the team for actually get a good result at the end of the day, a better performance. Where simply go feedback like where they say, when you have a boss that is encouraging, like even in the things that where you go say you face challenges and them on, and you're able to come back and tap you on the shoulder and say, yeah, you're struggling with it, but you can do it. There's a way that you can apply yourself. You not going for do like this other person is doing, but there's a way you can do it as you. Let me help you to point out your own strengths in this thing, and so that you go for pay attention, and we go finally still get the big result. That is positivity. That means, say, if you check that person, they himself and that kind of way they apply positivity to himself. If you for encourage you now, that is the person he or she is. So now then kind of thing they look for in a good leader, positivity. Then also you look for somebody with very just. When you think about just, it come from the word justice, women say that is impartiality. So that kind of leader way, well, it gets and the people then at the office way like they are the way like something when they teach you in school and say favoritism in appointments. Some people then they way you go say, well, sometimes me I like boy picking them more. So the boy picking I go they give this position and the woman and then or worst of it all, the one they would give more of not alone. When now by how you find and how you get with that's when they get position. So you work out you not straight cut. you don't know the nerve go the cut. You go outside there for quite a while, but when you see figure 8 car, say, it is done. You don't claim over 8 no more. When you think about that, so you look for a leader that is just. You need to look for waiting in want in somebody. What they look for now, the people that will get the skill sets, the people that will actually get the potential, the people that will give the dedication and commitment in their work and job description. We go able for make they all meets I would say the requirements as a body. So we get somebody we just you go find out say in your work, no go just be for pay attention to the few people that we elect, but for shine a light on the one the way they do a great job, even to the point that you go even see some things that like what I can say you give rewards to the one the way they do a good job. You see so office and can say best staff of the month, staff of the year, exactly. And all of those things, employee of the year. These are ways where they encourage people that way they give good and positive contributions there in their work. The
extra mile.
Yeah, they go the extra mile. So you are looking for these kinds of people. Now, anytime they make a good leader, people that wait for I would say, well, show them kind of traits, and of course you get authenticity. Where it's about authenticity, you get to think about the fact that if something authentic, that means it's something they will either not authentic, which means true or false. I know say we all don't do that in our school, like you say true or false. When they say something authentic, that means the thing actually credible,
genuine, yeah.
The genuine, now the true thing, and we all don't see Chinese iPhone. Those parts that tell you say authentic, authentic. When they give me, ask the one, and they say that they meet up leaders them, wake if you buy the Chinese iPhone, and they know today they talk about iPhone leader them. iPhone 13 Pro Max, iPhone 15 Pro Max, that kind of leader then they way waiting they talk now they do. You get. It is because the easiest way for know a leader way authentic. Now where they find out say in words them they match in actions, in character and in personality they go they align with waiting the commoner in mouth. Sure. It's not the kind of person where they say do what I say, don't do what I do. It's the kind of person when the express model of waiting it they tell you say you want you for do. If it tell you say this way they do now so you for do, and that means say you meet they do and so already. So these are the kind of people you are looking for. You're looking for leaders. We're not think say it's just about giving out instructions, giving out and say do this, do this, do this. No, we look for leaders them where they carry out their instructions then they themselves, and leaders that way they before calm down to the employees them or the subordinates level there, able for build a relationship with them. If you meet authentic leaders that you find out say these are not people that take themselves away from the people they're working with. These are people that are always very, very involved in the workplace and in the lives of the people they're working with. It's almost like when you meet up school leaders and then circle if you in a family. If you like now some kind of structural institution. If you like now family, you touch one and me you don't touch. Why? Because that is what it's supposed to be. Leaders are supposed to be the ones that, well, I will say, if you want for touch, now they first they touch. Those are the people that will go throw you under the boss waist until happen at the office. They say, well, now be that guy they in fault. No, leaders are the ones that will step forward and say, nah, me, nah, the leader, nah, it's my responsibility. Me for don't make sure say he do. So I'm sorry. I will take responsibility for this and I will handle them. Then of course,
sorry, before you move on, I think this is not a classic traits we're missing as part of with leadership. Most leaders them and we're to talk about leaders, by the way, we're not just to talk about with governmental heads and
yeah, definitely
ministers and so on. We're to talk about regular day to day, and people lack that genuineness. And some people can lead in offices, like you say, they say one thing like you're not allowed to be rude to people, you can't talk to people anyhow, you can't come late, you can't do this, but we're in the kind of office now, then first not they come on time as leader, number one. Number two, they're not dirty. But then they want you say, for talk bad about your company, for and cost your company and so on. Or something then can gossip.
Yeah.
Then can call the different employees and gossip enough. Then sit down inside the office now and say gossiping is bad. Then kind of things and they. So we they see inside Sierra Leone, inside with culture, inside with context.
Yeah.
And where we can get external people that we can come in sometimes, and not say we not get good leaders them in Sierra Leone. But that genuineness way they talk about, if you see an extra person from another country come inside salon, you see them they exhibit that trait.
Yeah.
And so a Sierra Leonean go watch and say, how that person turns so? Like it include everybody, it think about everybody, like you say, they take responsibility.
Yeah.
And if you say the office now so if for be, now enforce the one.
Yes.
And so now everybody go be say, well, if the leader they do one, let me self tribal, let me self do one. And now from then kind of people then they we can learn from small for let we self get their attributes and they then traits and they it can also help for rewire we brain for say, no, we need for be more conscious about how we they behave. Because then kind leaders and the way they show genuineness, it come out from a true place, like na so then they from within, like you meet the other side, not the same. You meet them at the same. But for some of we leaders, them out and in our office versus out and in our streets are two completely different things. Some people, sometimes because of the job role where they get, they go and behave like holier than thou. You understand? Because the boss have to be good and everything. As they left the office, now then they drink, now then they smoke, now then they go club, now then they rally, now then this, now then get all kind. But for them, do. In order inside the office.
And if you ask them, inside the office, personal life.
Thank you. Now, my personal life down there, you not get no business. No, part of a leader, you have to be genuine. You are the same everywhere. So it no matter who side and see you, person go say, no, asabi, na so it can be. Na so that person, but the minute you begin be different from what you can be in the office, you make the person like re-question, like, so now this kind of person I they call me leader inside me office. Now so then they behave now do. So man they curse, so man get mommy curse now they host, so man then are bullies. It's true. But when they go to office now something completely different.
Yeah.
And so you they confuse the person. So now some of the experiences and they Roseanne, you want for add?
Yes, I want for add. To be honest, a leader now somebody will get for Yeah, they see so many things that they discuss they happen at different walks of life, organizations them. We are in like some leaders them just too biased. They focus on special people, they leave the others. And even in a team wherein you feel say somebody is weak, we get fast learners, we get slow learners. So like in that situation where you get people that are slow learners, not just segregate them. Yeah. You get for help them, give them the support. But they see say some certain leaders them are more of directives and they help somebody for learn in the workplace. Because most they feel say if you see potential in this person and help them again the support, it will be like a competition.
Sure.
Tomorrow it will take over. So they try to stay away from that and see say then give more of directives than even giving the person the support and the coaching. And actually respect is very key as a leader in a team. And we can always say na a reciprocal, na a give and take process in leadership. When you actually be humble as a leader, I can always say you leader, you know mean say because you're a leader for be too authoritative. Yeah. When you show humbleness, you get the best out of your team.
Yeah.
Because you always they get the results where you want. Yeah. But most leaders they're so intimidating that they not even get a space, they not even open the space for let people come and then be approachable. So that people will share out what actually are the challenges. And if you don't create that barrier between you and your team, obviously you're not going to achieve, because once your team fail, now you don't fail as a leader because you're failing for put certain things then in place as a leader. And there are other leaders where they take into personal things then. Some certain situation they are not open-minded. You therefore be an open-minded leader. When things go wrong with Mr. A, meet him and tell him, say, I'm not happy with the way this go. When I talk him out and it's over, you no need for keep an heart and use them as a weapon against them. Because once that happens, most of this organization, you they find out say when staff and they experience intimidation, they get staff turnover. Because they not get staff space where they feel free. What do you they engage for going to office? When time reach for off now, they tell you happy for go home. That kind of situation is not fine in a leader. Because in the first place, you they lose good staff there. Yes, because once you feel say like I'm not happy with this job, with all the money I'm getting, actually you they lose that staff. Because if you not say that staff, when I don't help as an organization for building capacity, you don't get so much skills, you don't get so many things for put into this job to actually make una achieve what una for achieve. But because you fail for demonstrate good leadership in the team, you find out say then go look out of the box and find somewhere else so then will get this. So some of these things when they do happen, then leader na post you a very good leader na post you for ready for response to feedback.
Sure. So man not ready for that and they say then go send a disrespect.
They send a disrespect. And this issue of power and ego they affect leadership. Yeah. Let us learn for use power positively. That power who they use negatively against people, it gets effect on the work who they use. But if we use power positively, I believe say they promote good work.
Sure.
Yeah. So most of this actually don't affect organizations then where they get frequent staff the way they actually staff and they frequently they resign out of job because of that, because the space no day. We are preaching equality, but it's not seen. It's just in theory. Yeah. But in practice, it's not seen. And people they hold you to account of what you don't say. Yeah. Let learn for live by example as leaders. If you're not a leader and not live by example, then what do you expect? You they say something, but you know they do. But let them say in you say yes. You know that kind of leader where you say this. You they do and you they make sure say the right thing be done. Then as leaders, we need for the follow-up and be empathetic. There are times when, even when you get a team, you they fail for put yourself into the shoe of that person. You just feel say you work for be done. You don't even know what thing they happen with this person. You can't get a leader where be say, probably sometimes if they come late, you don't even know why they come late.
Sure.
You don't engage them. They don't judge them already.
Exactly.
You don't victimize them because of coming late. Yeah. So there are times you don't know what's the problem where they go through. But if you know a listening leader where they actually engage somebody, you listen, you try for know what's the problem. I think that they help for solve problem. As we can always say, good leaders are problem solvers. Yeah. If we can able to understand people well, we listen and we able to communicate clearly, I believe say we will reach there.
Okay.
You know, it's wonderful to you literally just jump into the next thing we have to talk about. And all the things that we talk about are so important because like we don't find almost impossible for me meet leaders in asylum where if you understand the dynamics of within communication.
Yep.
Because a lot of people then feel say based on the fact that I don't give them that role or responsibility as a head or as a boss, it means say like literally all man now with the kind of office for the shake because then they inside. I don't understand. Like you can be the boss but yet still be able to be like a friend to your employees. Why make I talk about the friendship role inside being a leader? Is the fact that when somebody does not feel comfortable communicating with you, as a leader, you will never be able to get the best out of them. It's just a fact. And if you're not able to bring yourself to that place, where communication, they be easy for the person. Just like I talk, say, some leaders, then they're almost unapproachable. You go in at the office, even if now something for the office interest, and you get an opinion, you they shake rather than for go like office. You're like, if I go there, how in go take her? How this still go end up be? Which are things that we have to think about. We have to think about waiting truly in our communication. And being a leader, one of the things you must be able to do, a good leader, one of the things you should have is you should be a good communicator. And
a good listener.
No, that is there one council because like the greatest part of communication is listening.
Yeah.
Why? Because like you say, why will go school? Like it's all this. I say understanding a question is part of answering the question. If you're not a bad listener, trust me, you hardly understand what the people that they come into you. As I say and come for can't talk. So what you'll be having is your ego spiking, thinking that who's kind of subordinates this way things say for can't question waiting me to say, or worst of it all, they begin to think of how long I don't they work at this office, who's stand this income for me if he say for can advise me, and all of those funny things. You will be on a defensive place rather than you they look for the interest of the business or the office. You'll be looking for your own self-image. Where and to a certain extent, if I will get for accept say when it comes to business, self done. When you reach an office, self done. It's no longer about the individual. It's about the office in your own objective, the business in objective, which is where self has no room. We mean say now you as a good leader, you're supposed to come to that place where one you then ensure say you are very very well informed. Women say you they meet you just like I talk, they meet you your employees them, they talk about their own personal life. You are involved, you want to know, and at the same time themselves they able for feel say, okay, this is somebody now.
Yeah.
Fine. So with all of that clearly said, I believe say another thing we will need for talk about now the different perceptions of the different leaders that we get in the perceptions of waiting a male leader, a female, a perception of waiting female leaders and FIBA. You know, it can funny way we can try for a look at leadership. That we begin look of man perception and woman perception. I be facing not just gender perception forget, but the world not so the world, not so the world there at all. So at this point, I also want to talk about the perception of waiting a male leader in FIBA. You get, of course, you get the positive perception when they talk about facts. For some reason.
But
we don't know why.
Smart pass all man.
Now we get sense. I mean, a man, so I'm glad you know, it does me well to a certain extent. But
so the one say we not get
true?
sense.
No, the only thing about is it true?
It's not true
because we don't hear man they make very bad decisions. Very, very bad decisions. But anyway, it is well. Then of course they say the man then strong. Sometimes in this way when they say strong, they think about strength, they would think about strength and in strong-willed.
Yeah,
like
resilient.
But if not for strong, we don't see man they would cry. So if not now that strong, they won't say what they talk about. It must be in a strong will. Then of course you're talking about powerful. When you're thinking about powerful, you're thinking about dominance, you're thinking about authoritative.
Yeah.
People that way with them team up for talk, you they afraid, you they shake, when they show say what they enforce and what you want continue when they think of leader. And that person where they make you tremble. Also that person where they make you able for come to that place where you go able for be vulnerable enough for be the best version of yourself. For coming there with the problem, they can't support you, they help you. No, that way where you see how they feel so intimidated, they're not for facing herself. Then of course they think about the fact that they are confident. Of course. Why we no go confident? Now we don't dey in power from
High
where Genesis
self-esteem.
start. From the
The highest self-esteem, even when not sabi.
Yeah, you never meet up man we no get sense, but it get too much confidence.
Confidence.
Hey, oh my God, they do. And they like.
So one confidence, and because of that, they even consult. They just say they are powerful.
And then sabi all.
You mistake talk to my way if he say he get sense too much. You go see her. Then of course you get negative perceptions. Them way of course you get the one that like say ruthless. Nah, like them leaders they're waiting at that place.
When you think about nobody else or your feelings or what, like straight to the point. Whether it hurts you, not to in business.
It not busy but you.
Exactly.
Now so it's in there. We have this kind of leaders there. Of course, Africa don't get a very, very good example of the worst kind of leader than they. And of course, you get the one that way agnostical,
Egotistical.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? It's see I'm from Yanda, meeting Anyway, egotistical.
Yeah.
When you talk about ego, I don't like to talk about ego from man.
Why?
Why?
Because now then get them more than
The reason
women.
I like to talk about ego for man, I feel like the word ego was just a word created by men as an excuse.
It is.
Because I don't understand what in that word they do. I don't believe say God be create ego and present it to anybody say this not for man or this not for woman. It's just something men developed on the way. But anyway, so we get man the way egotistical. Of course, we don't see it on the negative side. Just in case you're not man and still talking and say, well, if I don't make, you just say me a man, I get ego. If you don't say, please, no, therefore you that talk from me, please, with the big. Then of course you talk about narcissistic. It's now one sweet word where they come up from Britain.
Britain.
And for me to talk about this one, I feel say I allow the one we don't get a Britain experience for telling what narcissistic mean.
Narcissistic na somebody where always want to let something go in your way. Like you get some parents then when narcissistic. Like either what you say or not. I don't care about how you feel, how you not feel. Now me they in charge. What you say now they do. Nef cuts, basically.
So basically it's just like what we were talking about yesterday, the power move. So now
it's part of control. Like they control everything.
That means say, we get. I mean, so if people are like salon pagans, then we all fall under this case.
Because you get some like leaders them where go to do something to you, and you tell and say no, I don't like how you they behave or you make.
Switch it up.
Yeah, then they switch on you and say you have no control over your emotion. I make you get like you get way how they talk to you, they devalue you. And so you feel less of yourself, and so you keep quiet at the end of the day.
You can use that reverse psychology thing. It's not me, it's you.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, of course, we don't get down in now. Insincere, of course, we talk about authenticity just now. Insincere, another one way the person just they lie. No, just talk like I feel bad. Today, it will tell you this, and even though you don't give the instructions, then they apply to himself. If any leader would tell you say do something, they need to send it to an alignment. And in fact, also pass Elipa, you say it is 10 money for you, they never send it. Once you don't say this is what we should be doing here, and this is how to do it, then you watch. If you say independent that way, alignment, that they run. And another way that you go think say a boss could be insincere as well. Now in this situation, they will defend boss the way, as I say, go easily throw an employee under the boss for saving skin.
Sure.
Of course, you can get them kind of thing, and they will say the office they run and something go wrong. They say, well, they can send somebody for can check what's the problem. And before the person can even go and get the analysis right, say it's the fault of this employee. Now, in charge of this. It should have been handled from his end or her end. Try for save your skin, then somebody else go. But we don't hear about that over and over again. We don't say all our film. So for don't say by now, come on, saying, well, it's bad.
But they're part of blaming we've been talking about on the first day. Where you just they push the
fault on somebody
else. Lots of leaders then can do that. Especially in Sierra Leone where it comes to fraud. If you get the leader, I will tell you say where money come, I get 10% or 20%. Then in they force you for do the fraud at the end of the day. They, like you say, where auditor come or somebody come for can check. Now you force because it go say not to me
Nah, in there, no.
And you not go get mine say no. Now Intel we and in fact I get the biggest share. Some people not they able to talk that one they say. Then go just keep quiet because the proof they back say then they do one. So he asked for like contradict waiting the evidence to show.
Some man they get the opportunity for even say that day because the question we're going to present to you now yes or no question
on a letter.
Yeah, is that I ask you yes or no? Not explain Boku. Now you sign this paper yes or no? Yes, get out. Then of course when they talk about the from the male perspective, you talk about the gender perception where it talks say well just because we as men naturally get that competitive nature, we find ourselves in that place where we man even in the family, even in the home, easy for me a man watch in wealth as in competition. Just because of that nature, they will always want to be on top. We always want to be. So you find us a man very competitive, which means say most of the take if you like I say man very goal oriented and resourceful. Although there is a very very negative side to that because sometimes you find men because of their competitive nature willing to make very very ruthless decisions. No matter how costly it will be to other people there, even to the point that it will cause other people to lose their lives, or like how we talk, just not their livelihood. Man, and they will get it for do that. Another thing we get for think about now this dominant nature. I don't think in this world there's some man need for claim dominance over. It's impossible for a man to be in control of everything in the world. And unfortunately, now that we find a lot of men that do not want to relinquish control, even over things when our God actually get control over. You see them trying to like enforce their dominance and their authority in the wrong places at the wrong times in the wrong ways. So being dominant to a certain extent is not a bad thing. It's just how you apply it, where you apply it, when you apply it, the way you apply it, to whom you apply it. All anything and they so like it can come as a good thing, but there's a very 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 bad aspect to that one. And of course, say we get this way machismo, stoic nature, where
no expression, just
say
no
that
expression.
Now man they go begging, they cry,
You get some leaders that like no emotion in ever show, in a show happiness, vex, or what, like it ain't show no emotion. It's something
crazy.
will happen and you will be some woman then go say like you insensitive. You understand? Like let's take
so
for
you
example.
Don't get feeling.
Yeah. Like for example, let's take the example of the guest we had the other day. We say Italian boss say one other company they give maternity at 6 months. At 6 months, they left at 6 months and return 3 months after the birth. Stoic is, well, go get that other job then. That's stoic. Like, you're insensitive. No emotion. You don't care. Like, that's it. Straight to the point.
Wow. So we
do
that.
Yeah,
go side of the door.
That's so some leaders and some leaders them emotionless. Like you say, part of leadership is understanding the person where you work with. You get in personal and professional life, and sometimes it can intertwine. So you need for know how for manage the all two, but also for communicate to the employee that where you there in the office now but I will be considerate of some of these things, but let it not affect the job way they do. That's it. So they'll learn about the woman their own perspective because time they can be too.
The woman there, I feel like I say go nice for me. Woman talk about woman.
Okay, well,
because when man talk about woman, it might not come off fine.
Okay, well, no problem. So some of the female leader perceptions that way, so man can get the positive side. Then he say woman is smart because you do have some women that are very smart, and then he say women very hardworking. And then I'm very honest.
This smart part, I made to know say this smart part, and then this day they begin think this thing.
Yeah, okay, yeah, true.
First time when you go to school, you as boy picky, woman beat you. We can now say they change price. You sit down here, you say they study, the woman go beat you. You boy picking, like I say, boy picking, and you more progress sense.
Well, it's true. Well. Yeah, modern ideologies now don't accept say yes, women can be smart as well. They say women then can be hardworking, they can be honest and very resourceful. The negative perceptions of women them as leaders, the B word. You know what's not the B word? Bossy. That my bossy.
But not true, then they.
No. Okay. So now we get this conversation because if you put man and woman where they behave the same way,
well, not always.
then we'll say the man he powerful because of how they behave, but the woman inside the same role, then they say this is bossy.
Well, yes, there is a fine line, but woman and the way now, the truth is no other word.
Yeah, you get some way just bossy for the sake of being bossy. But in this sense, now general term, whether they give to any woman, we get a powerful sternness about them. Then go say, oh, this woman is very bossy. Also, the other B word we're not get for talk on the radio. When I swear word,
bad
then go say she's a B word. She's a B word. But we understand what's in that. Then they cause her, basically.
Yeah. That B word no.
Exactly, because of how they behave. Then also then go say the woman calculating. Like it calculating thoughts, you understand? Like how for deal with somebody they calculate, whereas man in just how it happen, that's what they deal with them. Whereas woman now it go happen that it calculating thoughts for you. Then it now attack.
Hey.
Also then can say woman leaders and can be very aggressive.
I believe say that in a based on her nature, they just don't change the word for her.
You are getting questions inside this studio. It has nothing to do with that. No, because we're very expressive because of the inequality sometimes we can face. And so when you try for push on for say no for like just think of me as human. Just let get a level peg on this conversation. As soon as I begin for assert that behavior then go say, oh, this woman is aggressive.
But that's the thing.
If a man they do the same thing, if man they talk, if they try to explain something and they understand and he asserts himself, then go so this man is very skillful on how they control the conversation. Because a woman not able, as soon as you begin, because we they come up from a place of inequality.
Yeah, as soon as begin so they see gender. You say,
basically,
who's kind of man is one can begin to talk to man there anyhow.
Basically, and then you get the gender stereotypes perception where you can look more at the sexiness of the woman. Like woman go be a leader, they go to talk. The man not a concentrate. That's embarrassing. The woman they talk.
But you get to understand that it's just
beauty
nature.
They watch whether like it's sexy. Like what you say, kind of office you get big waist, you get this, you get that. Now then the normal then go to watch. Also. For the fact that women are maternal, we don't talk about pregnancy. It's a gender stereotype where then you say, in guess after this, we'll not begin for one picking just now. Let's see you in our office, you go get morning sickness, you go get your menstrual cycle, that they are maternal. Then they use them against them. And then the last part is that women are vulnerable.
Yeah, that's just part of it.
Yeah, then can say that women leaders are more vulnerable.
The only thing I'm aware of much before we go. I feel like I say that first part we talk about this wire, this
which
sexy part. I feel like I say one of the easiest way for me not get this as problem again. From now on, any man will get big waist, man or I. It done.
Well, that's another gender stereotype.
That's a gender stereotype. We don't want to forget confusion in the office.
So they put the woman out because of his shape where he not get no control over.
Well, we're big close. May not distract me because now until tight you go can't be confused with one code, one calculate, one focus.
So you see, Namek will be talk about self-control, and I make every Friday we'll get the moral conversation.
I know,
it's about self-control, and inside self-control, poor woman, some man like woman where they wear dress and you find them very attractive. Some man are trusses, some man are midi, some man are flowy waiting and call, some man are vest up. So you get all kind.
Just
cover, so the poor woman cover. That's even some women that are fully covered. You get some men that are extremely attracted to that. So how the woman for operate? No, so not only the woman in fault. No. Me they come on from the point that now you your self control. Now you need for control yourself. You control your thoughts. You control your behavior, you control your mouth.
And the woman the back up with smoke.
Anyway, once we go on a short break, when we come back, we'll continue with the conversation. Inside the second hour, the phone lines them open. We will also look at some of the traits for women as leaders, and then we'll go delve right into some of the barriers them where women can face just because of their gender. Stay fried.
Now you can send mobile money with no sonko sonko, only with AfriMoney. Ileko you want send 5, 10, 50 or 5,000 leons or even more with no sonko sonko. Yes, anytime, any day, every day, any side you in a salon, free with AfriMoney. No go outside and the pinch pan the lily where you want send. Avoid sonko sonko. Use AfriMoney. Dial *161 *1 # for send mobile money free. AfriMoney to AfriMoney. For no more, call 161. AfriMoney. No sonko sonko.
Use AfriMoney money for free. Sonko sonko.
We na RC Bank, with Usim Couple, you dey work out with money na your phone all time.
We na RC Bank. Of course, now we get the most efficient and convenient internet banking platform na Salon.
Of course, we na the bank of choice. Now we get the best prepaid card na Salon. Come bank with we.
We na Rokel Bank. With a Visa debit card, you can do your transaction any side of the world side you take.
We na Master Sabipa digital banking business na Salon.
Na RC Bank, now we get the best low interest rates na Salon.
We na Rokel Bank, we ATM they support careless transaction.
We na Rokel Bank, we dey send and receive money through Western Union, MoneyGram and Rare.
We na Rokel Bank. With we e-couple, you can send money to anybody when you get bank account with me. Just ask for your telephone number. That's it.
Fambulem, onado ye we na Rokel Bank. We na Agba Pan banking business na Mama Salon.
Michelle Group of Companies is reliable, competent, and trustworthy in providing quality service to its wide range of clientele. Through Mishcom, we provide premium internet service, secured data connectivity, VLAN and VOI over stats and fiber to mining industries, enterprises, hospitality industries, banks. We also provide fiber to home, point-to-point, and satellite backup for Freetown and provincial regions. Through our Michelle Security Agency, called MSA for short, we provide a wide range of services that brings safety, security to our clients. Our services include Staff Guard, which also includes access and control room, customer service security, roving, mobile control, and many more. For more information, visit our head office at number 10I Sasame Lewis Road, Freetown, or call +232 73 554 616 or 232 32 554 616. Michelle Group of Companies. We are the leaders.
Hi guys, this is incredible JJ, Mr. Freetown, call me Mr. Hoodors. Live now one of your favorite radio stations, Radio Fry 97.1 FM, Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Mina Director Momo, and you're listening to Radio Fry 97.1 FM.
So amazing now this world was made. I wonder if God is a woman. We had think about how my mind ain't get straight. Can we give it up for woman? Encourage us woman and man gentry. If that's just woman they build country. They capable woman or they full person. She will keep herself busy, make it all included. Man and get for respect the woman them. Like Will Smith, we for protect the woman them. Say me na man will like a man. Now that's make a no go fetch a man. Say me na man will like a man. I promise I no go cause a man. One time for the woman, shout out for the woman. See one time for the woman. Shout out to the woman. Say one time for the woman. One time. Shout out for the woman. waste the time. Treat her nice and kind. So you wake go open your business, go fine. Women are with mama them, sisters, lovers. And why if inequality no go empower them? So we forgive them chance for shine. Men should be proud of the woman them, and we should trust in the strength of the woman them. Say me a man will like a man. Now that's make a no go fed to man. No. Say me a man will like a man. I promise I no go cause a man. No. One time for the woman, shout out for the woman. See one time for the woman, shout out to the woman. Say one time for the woman, shout out for the woman. Man and get for respect the woman then. Like Will Smith, we for protect the woman then. Man and get for respect the woman then. Like Will Smith, we for protect the woman then. Say me na man will like a man. Now that's make a no go fed to man. Say me na man will like a man. I promise I no go cause a man. One time for the woman, shout out for the woman. See one time for the woman, shout out to the woman. Say one time for the woman, shout out for the woman.
Hey you! Be part of the Listening Radio every Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 midday for authentic conversations and sharing experiences on the brunch. For entertainment, join our Drive Time crew on Mondays for international and national sport updates. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays on The Drive with The Vibe for entertainment news and celebrity gossip. On Thursdays, entrepreneurship and mentoring. And to get you started for the weekend with top trending songs on the DJ's Vibe every Friday. All this from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Enjoy your Saturdays on the Fun Box from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for laughter, relaxation, and family moments. And no, we do not forget the little ones. Bedtime stories at 8 p.m. We measure our success by how we wow our customers and listening audience. Stay tuned, for this is Radio Fry Fry on 97.1 FM.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Hello, Fambleton. Welcome again to The Brunch show brought to you courtesy of Radio Fry Fry 97.1 FM. Of course, you know by now, say me your name now, Lawrence Hedd and Adenaya. So with Mrs. Brigitte Dalton to say we're done. They go with we inside this conversation in a very, very dynamic way. I like the way he can come up with in pointers them and just get a way we can do certain things the normal way they make. You as Saloma, you the glad say you come please Saloma, you don't go, you don't come. But anyway, we also have a guest, a wonderful guest in the studio. We go shortly just introduce himself.
Mina Roseanne Kano, Mina the Gender and Equality Advisor at the Work for Concerned Sierra Leone.
Yes, and we don't do Naya so today with the try for like get one for get to the bottom of this tier, so one for understand. We get a question we'll be done with the topic they bring forth. We say, Umano, would that go be a better leader? We want for no, and when they go into that conversation, they back would on there on them for quite a while. We get the verse of the day where they come up from Philippians 2:3-4, where say, do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves. Let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others. Watch brother other person business. If you're not boy picking, watch brother your sister in business. If you're not man, watch the woman in perspective. Try for look the other person where they next to you. Put yourself in shoes and see how you go able for I go say come inside and help for be a better person. Don't just think about yourself. Now I need to talk about it. With the girl we quote of the week where they come out from
Henry Miller. And Henry Miller says, true strength lies in submission, which permits one to dedicate his life through devotion to something beyond himself. So I will give an example of that one. You get some people then where they see some of the problems of the world, and through devotion of like fighting tooth and nail, forget justice, because for them, then they look at the bigger picture outside of themselves. When you look at NGO work or charity work or anything community-based organization, they stem from that one day for say, it not need for happen to me for let I do something about them. I did do them because I don't see the wider picture and see say I need for step in or I need for play a role for contribute towards something positive. Let this not repeat over again. And also the verse of the day we talk about do nothing from a place of self-interest. If today we talk about equality, equity, liberation, women, gender, all of these different things. Now, because a lot of things are being taken from a place of self-interest. You know, they consider somebody else in your own thoughts, in your own ideas. You feel to say, now you want no more. And yes, even if God had given authority to say, okay, because of these reasons, I put man on top and I put woman like this, no means say like you for use that power, control for basically destroy everything in your path. It do because now it make Adam force. It make Adam first and it dictates in rules to Adam. But what is he say? Adam not go able day in one. For all the power, for all the control, for all the name the entire earth how you feel for. It not sweet. It lonely in one. Yes, you get the dog, you get the cat, you get the pussy, you get the cow, you get the this, you get. But you're not able to talk to them the same way how you go and talk to somebody or something else. Because they're not communicate the same way. And so God looked down there and said, you know, it's in that make helper for you. And the helper, not a companion, a partner. Where at least where you see that cow they misbehave next to the hippopotamus, you go at least laugh and say, if he can watch his back. You understand? But it not make Eve for like the animal, which is what we do with female gender. You bring the value so low to the point you tell and say, in a slave, you're not allowed for talk. I just woke. Now no more. For like do this, do that, and there. Where you want to use her anyhow, however you want for use them, that's the end of that. But God make them very clear. No, not talking so. And not tell Adam say you can abuse your wife as much as you like. You can do as you wish. Talk to her anyhow. Be rude. And not do that. And there. So why would they misinterpret what in God they say? For justify we own wrongdoings. So now I make a like what the verse of the day say. Do something out of your own self-interest. Self-interest, for example, if I am educated, self-interest, and work there, and they say all the one they will get degree, and then they go for this job, I go gladly. Self-interest, why? Because it concern me, it is on the positive side of me. But how about you get somebody who will not go university, but you get all the skill sets required for that job, past you. Where they tell you say not do something out of self-interest, you they consider Panditu Uswan go do the job better. Now the right thing for do. So whether that person get degree, not get degree, not to you concern. The job, it able do sometimes you don't get opportunity for go schooling, just like Roseanne they say. Does that mean you have to beat the person for that? No. Sometimes they're not being get money, or in people they're not being show any concern, or the school been there too far. You get so many reasons why people they're not go be educated in the same way. Does that mean them for remain poor the rest of their life? The answer is no. So now the same way to look at gender. Because me na female versus you na male, it means say I not for go school. It means say I not for get the opportunity for get work. It means say I not go get opportunity for lead. When we look at some of the leaders them inside the world, I would take Beyonce, let's say Yvonne Akinsoya. She's mayor. Then you take other people from around the world where they do the same thing. You want for tell me say in your household, a man not they in charge, a man they in charge. It like in Wef the same way. Just that in Wef get a big role to play, bigger than him. And he don't get for feel jealous for that. Now just the skill sets, the talent, the drive, the passion where God don't give this particular woman. And not to every woman for sure go fit inside mayor in shoes. Because they not get the skill sets for that day.
Yeah.
So you not go compare mayor in your title with somebody who not get the same title and say because now mayor na the leader for let's say Freetown City Council, that means say na your host, na the bossy one, na the rude one, na the assertive one, na get the trustees, na they wear the trustees, na they in charge of the home. No, it don't mean so.
No, I feel say the side where this also don't become a problem. And the fact that now the major size in Africa, and especially in the provinces na Salon, man them, even as Freetown, man they don't take and say the waiting they give them authority as a man is the fact that they are the ones that provide. So the guys will make them now relinquish that position of provider, and because that position there of provider, and then they give them the guide for talk now. So
or to misbehave anyhow because so, not even for talk now.
So we woman now get that same opportunity, and if you say that the woman now will get right back for talk. So I make Bokuman, you go see and say, I rather me work no work, me work no more. Why? Because I want to talk anything, you just don't know more. Which is not right. It not even makes sense because at the end of the day, you need somebody who will support you. If you not bring the person up to the level for support you, then what's not the person use now?
And let's take a look at relationship, yeah? Where you they go, where man wants woman. They do all kinds of things inside this world for get that woman there. But as he gets the woman, like when woman can say, we campaign done, you feel say you know say the campaign done. Because then go do everything, then they see you as this valuable gem. Like this diamond way. I know if you want let this diamond, let other person can't take her. Then go fetch tooth and nail for let them get that woman there. But as soon as they don't acquire that woman day and say, okay, now she's my wife, that attitude we been gets from where you want for take her, it'll change. And the woman then they say, no, enough for change. Because the same way how you see me as valuable as this diamond, I am the same. I not change. And so if this diamond for let you and she say it shine better, you just need for clean them, then clean the diamond, let it shine. But no, who they dig hole, you put the diamond inside, cover. So that nobody, even the diamond, not they see daylight. And now from that perspective, most women can talk about, especially when it comes to leadership. Because apart from leadership inside the workplace, it extends to the home.
Yes.
And it come out actually from the home back into the office. And so now like one vicious cycle where like women then they feel restricted. Me see them so as a woman in leadership, like I say. But as I get this opportunity, number one, from when they born me. From when they born me papa, now that kind of man, you know they look at this masculinity business, you know mix pandandi. If they do the right thing always, I get male child, I get female child, they all need to be treated equally, provided for equally. So that's what you do. Then after I don't left in your own place now, for go university, outside that educates me, then give me fair opportunity for go university. I get mindsets for say I want to study this, they allow me for explore their ideas and them. Then now move into work experience. Why they go for a work experience for say, no, like I just done school or I just done university. I just want to try this job for see if I go want for do one. People then give me opportunity, not because I was a female, but because I was somebody, human being, where wants the opportunity. So then just look at the person and say, yes, this person, they get the skill sets, they get the passion, they get it this, let's try them. Up until Usa Accidonia so today. When them put job for Radio Fry, would have for be the manager. Man and woman, they apply. We're all going at the interview. But you see that toxic masculinity, where we can get a salon, that favoritism, if I been go and a typical salon person today, honestly and truthfully, enough for them come on as the winner. Because then go one let man day on top, be in the lead. You can always the woman can be deputy, it can be admin, it could be finance, it could be then they smile to you all the time when they say all these nice things. But me skill sets go beyond deputy, it go beyond admin, it go beyond HR, it go beyond all of. So can I please have the space for lead in the same way as a man go be able for do that day? And in this interest of Radio Fry, they don't judge me because of me gender. Then just look at the people, the skill sets. And I happen for match up to waiting and they look out for. But how many places then they do that day? Even in my own home, I am fortunate that I married somebody where they empower me every day. Even where I the struggle within me job role, it help me. No, how about you consider this? No, you don't think about this. No, how about you try this? That's a man. Not so a man where one for beat me down, one for push me down, one for pant up me. No, it gets in recognition because of the kind of wealth where he gets. Yeah? That kind of man, they get this kind of wealth. Wow. Must know like how then they relate. Must know how they epa. But the moment you push you woman away or you girl picking away, it'll look bad on you. As much as you want to look good, they look terrible. Why? Because you're selfish. And you should not be selfish about these things. God, we've been reading inside Genesis, right? It says male and female, and it give them authority for rule the world, and not just say man. God make it clear. Let's go back. So also we tarnish the communication. And so if it say male and female, I give you authority for multiply and rule over the world, means say, if I get a skill set in this, give me the opportunity. And then we'll move on to now ideas of leadership. I talked the other day, say, before religion actually come inside, the idea of leadership not being too be an issue for like na woman on a man. Because when we look at with Salon history, and April get for Kama, I don't talk this already, there's a kingdom where Salon been they part of. And inside that kingdom, there is stretched the entire central part of West Africa from west to east. Salon the inside it. And the types of leaders then where them they call warriors at the time, not only now president and minister will get now, but the type of leaders that wouldn't be then get a huge mix. In fact, the woman they be more than the man them.
Wow.
Then begin warriors them when a woman then will be the lead. And then selects the woman and they because she's bossy or the B word she's a this or because she's ruthless. It's not because of those reasons. Now because them been feel to say this woman with all what he gets, we think say they will lead we. So then they're not being get issue with gender. Then they give the opportunity. Now with the introduction in Africa, because I know we say around the world, for Africa, where they introduce Islam and Christianity. Now there we begin. And as you see the introduction, you see the dwindling of numbers of women in leadership position. And so now it became a fight. So why not allow for be a leader if I get the skill sets? And so now we don't even dwindle even more. So now then they put we one corner say, well, the Lord don't try. You understand? Now man them for the in control, but the Lord don't try. So now we don't, make small leeway, go na like 30%. You understand? We're not for glad for that day. Go na like 30%. Let ourselves go to contribute. Okay, let me ask you a question. When you look at most salon homes there, you know say woman then they walk. Now then they sell markets. Then they go na markets and go bye. Can't sell what's in the need for sale, whether na food or then they sell inside markets. Or now then can get the most craziest idea as entrepreneurs. Because then they find way for help them families. So woman they play that role. So waiting at the issue now where they carry with 30%. So that means say 70% of women then for just sit on at us. But that is not the reality. I go say 70% of women don't sit at home. Then they out and about. It not need for being in office, yeah? It not need for being in office. Waiting you they talk about that 30% in office. But the reality now though, 70, 80, 90% of women then they do. Then they work, fenway, fet for help the family, let the family grow fine. And we can talk about relationship. If you inside a household where you dey try for create a balance.
Yeah.
A woman should respect her husband. I don't get for ever tell woman say be disrespectful. Me, I not ever disrespectful to my husband. However, we also in a partnership. We also dey sit down, we dey talk and we dey plan and say now this we want for achieve. So how we get for achieve that day? In one, it's not possible.
Yeah.
You want sit down, you want this rent here so old depa. Hey, me I not able this self. Every year the rent a car. Now we get for pay. I not go able. It go find so if we bill. How you think say they able bill? You want? Okay, the picking the air one, let the picking and grow fine, let themselves be somebody in life. You think say na in one, the woman na in normal for teach? And you cancel the idea of teaching. If you want to let the woman teach, then you just subjugate and let it not be educated. How the teaching supposed to happen? Explain to me, I don't understand.
Oh, wow.
Because there's an imbalance somewhere. You get the expectation, say, no, woman, now if you keep us, now if you discipline the Pekin, now if you teach the Pekin, maintain with tradition, with culture, you get so many things. But yet, you know, they include them in those decision-making things or even get the opportunity for even learn. So, I get an uneducated woman na us. We don't born Pekin there. ASF in sabi for teach Pekin. Then you want let you Pekin and come out fruitful and amazing like the other one there within the world. How do you think it's not magical? Not to, the sense not to just flip inside the Pekin. It doesn't work that way. So there needs to be a balance. You need for empower you woman, give the opportunity for be educated. When I say woman, I mean from the girl child before even married. Then now we don't married, he already get the skill set for do that one. They then don't not restrict them because of in gender. Because now in still get for that male child way they talk about. Now in they bring the male child up. Now in they bring the male child up. So you see why for woman then we they confuse. Like what's in this thing? Explain to we let we understand. So now make we they get this type of conversation here on Radio Fry. Because now we they deal with every single day some of the ideologies of masculinity in not happen in reality. It's just a concept in our minds. Just the same way where you get the concept of family. We kind of African setting, oh, you know, we will not get single parents. No, now nuclear family, you get mama, you get papa, you get pikin, is a lie. That's from tradition. Now the tradition has changed because what will be believed before, not when they happen now. Now you get a lot of women that are single mothers. Some not by choice. In fact, most of them not by choice. It's not by choice. So the reality is, as much as you want to pretend to be your Africanness, you want to maintain your African culture, your Africanness, you have not, because of your selfish desires and self-centeredness. It cause issues issues of single homes, issues of dysfunctional families because of these ideologies that way you get. Now the rest of the world don't say actually their ideologies then they're very damaging. So what you want to try for do, let's strike a balance. If the woman, for example, Adegi Akisoya example, if she is educated and able to provide and able to lead and able, then give her. The man is the same way. If the man he able this, he able, then give him. It's as simple as that. Then even inside relationship, there has to be a balance. It not gonna be one not gonna be more domineering than the other because the other person go feel like a slave. Then it is not a relationship. Not just somebody where they keep with a rope on their neck. You allow them, let them. You so me create they mix up na me mind. You the all the rope. Now you they tell them waiting for do like slave. But a partnership, yes, I know how to cook. Yes, I know how to clean. Yes, I know how to take care of the children. Yes, I know how to do all these things. You know how to do this. But you see the world where they live in now, that ideology of gender roles, because of the economy all around the world, I'm not going to just say salon, you have to strike a balance. If the opportunity you were able because of the talent and the skills that we God gave, let it do the job. Let the money come inside the house. If not you, fine. If not all two, fine. It's even more perfect when not all two. Because the burden is less. But you see that burden is less, you also have to compromise. So now make the other day will be to talk about women them as breadwinners. It's tougher for them. Why? Because as they come home, job number 2 before they sleep. But as men as breadwinner, there's no job number 2. Na cook food. Exactly. Switch on the TV, relax. If that picking the snot, the common I knows, it make like in Asia. But a balance is me woman they work just like me. So if there's a need somewhere and I able help, I do am. And so when you look at some homes or some man go call it Western culture, oh it's man, ha. Just not they don't marry, they don't kind of they don't begin behave like saying the woman and they take control of this and they take care of the picking. No. Because they don't reach the side where they don't realize, say, you see that masculinity is damaging. So they don't realize, say, little fair balance. If I didn't host and me picking need help, I help her. If I for changing pampers, me wife not there, I do am. But I not go sit down and just wait till the woman car before I do anything. Anyway, I don't ramble on boku, but you know, say me, any topic you can with on Radio 55, me are passionate too. Even for woman, for man, for picking, for anything, I'm very, very passionate. But one for look at the engagement question. The engagement question say, waiting at some of the barriers and biases against women in leadership. And I want to let Roseanne, because it is part of concern when an NGO group inside Salon. And recently they conduct training on these women as leaders who are the better leaders. So they don't conduct some training. Apart from the training, on a day-to-day basis, now this is they deal with. And in the deal with them from the home and also within the office, because like we say, now one big cycle. Waiting they go on our house, now in some man can carry with our office. Waiting they happen at office, and then they to go back now house. So Roseanne, share some light, because you get the examples them, especially when it comes to some man with a tin up saying now we culture this, now we this man for be so, man for be so. So you know, explain, because me I get questions though.
Yeah, you don't actually start for two lights on some of these things when are the barriers them. One, the power imbalance force in our society actually don't create a barrier. You know, say for so long like woman they be don't disadvantage them. Yeah, they be don't in that small space. We are in them say them for silence their voice. Even though they get the thoughts, but the opportunity was not there. They're not given the opportunity and the space so that they would speak out. So that they don't limit them. It don't limit them potential, and people they will get potential. But because society don't position man them today for lead for day before, even in terms of education. Now recently we see say women and they emerge now, they educate, they try for be empower themselves. Yeah. But before man them, we don't they take the lead in this, and that don't make them so powerful. And that they prevent the woman them for assume certain position and certain roles them because the confidence is not there.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Your name also.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Amaya. How are you doing?
Yes, sir. Yes. Manager, good morning.
Good morning.
And studio guest also, good morning. Now, thank you.
Well, they listen to you. What's your contribution?
Yes. At first, we want for, I wish now almost all Salonians, especially like the one who call, like, say, big one day, and people like officers or any other post who entitled for give leadership or doing a leadership position, they will listen to them conversation there, because one we don't set aside one philosophy we get for do it always now woman for this on side, a man for this on side. And this still only wanna say alone people, because like not to Guinea they not to Awia they not to other side the Salon or Africa safe. We get this thing we look at it now woman for in the kitchen. The man for in the house, or man for in the office, woman for in the market. All of them stuff in there. But what they get me believe in life or marriage to be specific or between man and woman, I think we're going to do partnership. This way, their partnership, I think it helpful a lot. But we get to believe in where one thing where person gets in their mind. For the fact that you don't go marry, let me say you don't marry the woman. Now, before I go marry first, family, let me tell you, say, or you don't begin to see na your family say where you go don't go married. You gonna the cook and they take off picking and they gonna market and the book. I mean, it's a good mentality than they say, me shall go marry the woman and I go for group one.
Okay, let me be a little bit patient and our WhatsApp call.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead with the listen.
Alright, it's a we don't develop, we don't believe in that mentality than they. But again, most of we as alone, we know the research for make we know exactly as to how the world will go and how things will go. Most often things can change. Most often new mentalities can come. New often they meet with certain people and we get a lot of or get vast of experience on certain areas where you need for at least go to ask, you go to listen. But some of we say they do, we don't listen. If you listen, you for know exactly say this. Okay, that's not this thing for go. But some of you once you don't stick to one mentality. From 19 only get 30 days. Some of you now get
exactly.
And partnership in development is very very important. It's very 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 important. Me like nobody for since the establishment of this schedule. I'm actually don't learn a lot. I need for tell nobody. And if God makes I able for implement, and I'm sure and I pray I will open for implement. I will be happy. I will get a happy home because a lot of topics have been discussed. A lot of ideas don't come up. I don't learn a lot. But still alone, what's we do? Woman they really they get a lot of barrier. Woman they get a lot of barrier. Woman can be a leader. Yes, I've seen it. I don't say I'm a village. I got one of me auntie. She was she a lady also. That man they do extremely well. And the German the market around now we be the supporter. Because there was a guy where we did it. She's pass something. I don't forget. The man yes, I'm not gonna say you know be up to the tax. But like age can begin to tell her now. So like they decide for come bring the woman on board. But like for the fact that woman they don't see that not a woman for there, a man for there, not a woman. I mean, mentality day. I think he will be lucky. God will make the shooter over the incumbent and present incumbent to that position. And they do extremely well. If they do extremely well, and thank you, woman at least he gets a little bit of experience. But tell us this position there, I can't not to woman, not to man no more. We said for kids before, and some of we they capable. Like this now, be listening one lady for marketing man then SLBC. It's very very bold. Very very bold. They talk clear. They talk English clear. They emphasize, they analyze things very very well. I said this not to man no more. Sure. Not to man. And that can affect you so much. Such a man, and they honestly are not to degrade. Some of you are capable for handle, even some small position. Some of you go for just go and base with something like that. And for just go fetch for you. But such a woman and they're capable. In fact, most women and this are very very firm. When you don't say that this, you need a changer. Now this in leadership. When you don't say that this, but for the fact that so they can get the mentality for good, but like for the fact that we don't put them aside. I mean, some of them are not enough for full situation because then for so even this 30%, it is not enough. 70 to 80 to 90% they outside, only to official. Sometimes this 30%, I think now official they talk about. Now office for me, I don't say that 30% even in the office. Perhaps they will talk about below 30%. Sure. But from the outside, if mathematics can allow me, if women are even more than 100% with the outside, go na concentrate na market. Almost now sometimes if they see man na 3, 4, 5, so man na they see. In fact, from small picking there, say big one there. So for the top of 30%, I mean, now inside office there, but outside women are more than 30 to 40 to only 100% really outside. So like for could put woman in being man somebody get down what the baby for push things. And salon encouragement for woman there very for me you know the woman like in the way able for stand sat inside and day, but for the fact that na woman, in fact if you get the qualification self, the count all can you quick that's how they call her. The count you quick for me they put it behind let the man can whether the man up to now hence in a man then put woman before. Well, this is not right. Yeah. Woman we able handle sat inside we be say even more than far more better than man. When someone is okay and see that a woman in the gear in the man of Sabina, not Sabina, instead is that for comeback. It is done now. Yeah. And partnership is very, very important.
Yeah.
In the same as well, until I want to go take it now. When this something we right now for talk, you need to talk. We say something to back for help now for anything go before. You need to do because they said I ended up it before. Well, anything I did now. This is not we no help you at all.
Sure.
You need a help.
Sure.
Look, we need to partner together for a move. One great finger no big bangana. Anyhow, big ten picker. Anyhow, banga small, one great finger, like the finger big pass voting, you know, picker. And the two, that was we partner in anything that life is very, very important. We had for succeed, we won. In fact, picking clear example, picking when start for group, that's until the old faith map. That's where the whole zone I support. So this if help you man, help you you person, even not the woman say, you and person relation side. When I need for come together on us, you know. That's why in Islam, then get what they call I'm not remember quickly. Mashwara. Mashwara na dialogue. Una sit down between yourself. Now this our Lord do. Okay, what you say? No, Lord do this. I mean Lord do this. You know easy. Let people the way they come together, let them feel anything what they do in their life. You know easy because one way or the other, everybody get you who say in Sabi. Everybody know things Sabi in their life. Whether you go school or not go school, you get things Sabi. And so some people and they get a lot of experience outside there. I like go to school. But we no agree for bring them people on board. No agree for bring them together. More and work. Somebody in the first situation, no. When you don't say okay, now okay, well, it's right. We say they don't be help cancer and then they put hand again. But if you call everybody, believe in engagement, call people like now this is what we do. What do I say? Everybody got new idea. On a partner, then they move. But if you don't want to angry sexual, on angry gender no more. You go for someone like when it's for talk. Every day they talk. But the implementation now will be very, very huge tax. But like for bring ourselves together, we have to bring ourselves together. We see ourselves as one, we work as one, and we would have moved before now. And we don't move before now.
Sure.
That's why the whole for don't talk so because you don't tell. Sometimes say now is it this 62 years, 67 years from 1961 to now. You don't tell now. So like if na that time for don't start from 1961, 62 starter, 63, 64, 60. I mean. 70 to 87. Overall move before now. But imagine from 60 on to 24 so. Not a small age than they between.
Sure.
30 we talk about 30. And you know see things they even move the way than they. That like say the more we talk or the more people talk, the more we go behind. That no, it never help at all, man. I think this is all I get for today.
All right, thank you so much, Amara Barcelona, for where you come into the conversation. Say Amara Barcelona is one of the key listeners for Radio Fry. When I continue for call, we on 088-971-971 for be part of the conversation. The conversation today we'll talk about would I go be better leader, man or woman, and we don't lay the foundation in terms of gender biases we can create for leadership, and we also they understand that basically the leader should just be whoever we get his skill sets, be it man or woman. And the 30% quota way been policy way then we put forward for say corporate bodies. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Your name outside the call from?
Hello. I don't think so that caller they ready yet. But call we on 088-971-971 for be part of the conversation. We are ready and willing to receive your call. Remember, say they're able to text me as well on that number there. And you can also go on we live feed on Facebook. Just type Radio Fry and boom, you're able to see all we faces them. Me on face, Lawrence in face, Rosanne on face. The voice is the way they hear. And you can go under the live feed and send in you comments them as well with regards to the topic. And one for know what are some of the biases that way woman then can face where it can to the position of leadership. But we'll go whilst we wait for Leona call we on that number 088-971-971. Roseanne will continue for explain some of your experiences as a gender advocate within your job role. Not just in the office, like I say, they go out now the field for understand what's in they go on, and also you can talk to partners them, families them, man and woman them, wife and husband. It can deal with all of them because then self don't say a cycle. They come up from the home to the office, from the office to the home. So tell me a little bit more about that.
So as they say, actually society contributes to this because they don't put men in before say.
And then they're in charge.
And even in terms of opportunities, now them we don't they get them because education now of late girl picking them we don't dey emerge for CCS and land book. Then the other thing will be as a barrier again, religion also contributes to this. If we can observe like the Muslim religion, not that we are judging religion here, but to be honest, if you find out, say, when we look at we Muslim brothers and sisters, them, even at the mosque, the way then they stand in prayer, they tell you, say, woman, they for always there behind. Now, yesterday, I be get a discussion because I get induction with colleagues, them. I try to make this clear because people will not be ever understand them. You just feel, say, like, now the kind of thoughts where people get about women that always there for they being. Even in prayers, then say woman them for they being, now man them for they before. Woman not for they before. Would they try for us and explore? When I feel say woman they not for they before. Then they always they tell we say, because of the morphological makeup of a woman, it's not right for a woman than they before. Man than they being. Because always then they can distract prayers. So that's one aspect to learn will feel say. But what about other roles, other leadership? Because they say, man, they know they be, woman, they be imams, they know they call prayer. So then just get that thought, they say, because like, you know, we woman them, yes, in body. Decide, we always, they get this menstrual bleeding or whatever, monthly bleeding and whatever. So like most of the time, there are most of the leadership roles, the way they happen at the mosque and even at the Muslim setup. Now more of man them than woman them because they not believe say woman them for be leaders. Now them for be leaders, woman them for always they behind and support them. So my experience working in the community is like most of the time we get difficulties with that. When we get meetings them, what would they expect say the woman them for the sit down alongside with the man them, they always they behind. Why not for they behind? Because they don't get used to this. And even for talk, they know they ever talk. When it comes to leadership role and they shy away from it, they no one for be leaders. They always they behind for clap for the man them. Why? Because the confidence is not there. Nobody know they forget the assurance say they can do it. So because of that, they always get that low self-esteem. Say no, we are not intelligent. We opinion they know will make sense. Because even within the community, where then they get them developmental activities them, they always they man them they go engage. Man to man they go engage and they left the woman there. Then whatever they come up with, then just they can't inform the woman there. But they not go say, okay, what you wanna self think about this? They will never say it. So like woman they don't always position themselves say no, we are not meant to lead. And even when they deal with speaking them, the adolescents speaking them at school, we get a manual will be they deal with them. There is a question where say, would I wanna feel say will be a president, man or woman no? You go surprise you for a really pick and say na man. Because for salon, we context, we country, all along na man they don't they see say, na then be leaders. But we get for make a known to them say, woman then safe get right for be leader. Regardless of their gender. Then get right for be leaders when the opportunity is given to them. And now one of the rights who they supposed forget for me them be leader in this country. I say because we don't get male leaders them from 1961 or so. But yet we are here. We don't get any headway.
And on paper we go say, oh, you know, yes, we advocate for women their rights, we advocate for women, they let themselves get a share in leadership. But most of the time, like I said, then they smile nicely to you and say you can be a minister. You could be like something lesser than the main title. Exactly.
So even the 30% quota where they be woman them. Then say for every 3 people who forget one, win a woman. For every 3 positions who forget one, win a woman. But the woman then they ask, among their position, then 3 positions, then who side would they? First, second, or third? You go find out say then position, then the woman not go there first. With all the 30%, the woman you go find out say either the second or the third. But you can never be first. So now also a barrier to that. Then this thing of we women pulling down syndrome. Women they know they support them company woman but anything where they happen as well. It also affects, can be a barrier. When we're not ready for support we company woman them because we don't they see where female aspirants they stand for let them be president. How many votes? How many percentage? They would say it was 0.15%. So imagine looking at the population of this country. We will go past the mandate. But yet, we get very, very small numbers. So now they don't actually know they motivate the woman them for stand at the end of it all. Then even at we workplace, you go find out say when they advertise for a role or whatever, then go tell you say women are strongly encouraged to apply. But you get this woman we don't go through secondary school, you don't go through college, they push, you want for learn, you want for get the opportunity. But the clause where they again, you forget how many years experience. If the opportunity is not given to you, how you get this experience?
Sure.
But when they create that platform, because you get smart, intelligent people, they were ready for learn. I can always say this. But when the opportunity is given to them, then they exploit, you see the skills we then get in them. But they are limited because of certain clause there where they put in that advert. You forget this number of years experience. And now you not get I just come on university. So then they limit them for attain certain leadership roles. Now we institutions them. Yeah. So like how they say.
Yeah, those are great pointers, and we really appreciate your input from that one day. We still the wait for on our call. We on 088-971-971 for be part of the conversation. One for Yeri from Una. I think the last call away, the call not go through properly. If I don't be Uman because of in voice. I want Yeri Uman voice. Me and Roseanne we sit there with the advocate Nick call. My friend, pick up the phone. Call me on WhatsApp. You know, even if I do direct call, call on the number 088-971-971 for be part of the conversation. You know, join Ann. If we not come before for talk, they make the one that like Roseanne they say, the one that where they come before for can talk, you almost demotivate them because that pull down syndrome or that lack of contribution or lack of encouragement, it make the one way get the high self-esteem will feel like, well, waiting at the points in fact for that tribe because me own company woman they not even they respond to this opportunity way they don't provide. And like I say, yes, I don't like for talk this, but me not the manager for Radio Fry. This Radio Fry way the area. And if I compete between man and woman, I tell you how they win hands down. Why? Because I believe in myself.
And because we self-believe in you. We there with the support you know.
I know my skill sets. I know what they are capable of. So I feel enriched and empowered every day for say are they able to compete with anybody on the same level and hands down are they win. Just like Roseanne inside your own leadership position where he gets as gender advocate. If in stand with other men where they supposedly advocate for gender rights, I just say go win hands down. Why? Because of inconfidence where you get, you know, say me I sabi this thing. I understand my job role, I get the skill sets, I get the experience, I get everything. So nobody can shake me come on at me position. So it's the same for men. With whatever position you get get that strength, that resilience because you sabi yourself. You know, you sabi your identity. You know what you get. You know what you're capable of. So now the same as women. So I want just touch briefly whilst we wait for the calls. We're able to entertain 2 more calls before the end of the show. So I want to show you some of the traits where women can show as leaders. Number 1. Women as leaders then give great value to relationship. Then they say relationship now they account for the success we then get. Man they not can talk this. And when I read this, I see myself inside this. Because for me, relationship they go a long way. Like how are they relate to people, the inputs from people, how they respond to waiting we they do, for me is more valuable than anything else. So then say generally women they put a great emphasis on relationship
because you guys are far more emotional than us.
Well, sometimes they work on we plus side because that same emotional side and I can say we can use for be too calculated, too aggressive.
They make una able for develop long lasting relationship than a man. Man they able for create just them have or say stern business relationships. But woman then based on the fact that such emotional characters then we're not able to take other people's interests and make on our own, even though not just a casual relationship. So that's one plus side for you guys.
And also they say woman elect direct communication, like get straight to the point. No, but man there where we don't care so now you know save for the band explain. That's what it says. It says woman elect direct communicate, like go straight to the point. No beats around the bush. It also say woman elect diversity and believe say it bring added value to the team. And I am number 1 advocate for that one day for say I believe in diversity, that God make we all beautifully very different. Each flavor as important as the other one not pass in company. Because if you remove the one ingredient from that general ingredient, it lost in taste because it not go get the same taste where it's supposed to get. So now the same way. So it say most women then love diversity. It also say where it comes to the structure of the organization, then go prefer for lead from the center, lead from within the team, go out than from the top down, if that makes sense. Most men, like when you look at an organization, now the organogram more, other than the head, okay, this person at the head, from the head downwards, that's so they lead. But woman them, as much as you make them leader, then they put themselves
in the middle.
And say, I want day usai all man day. Not put me saying a middle on top. Yeah, I'm not saying a middle on top. Everybody knows saying a middle on top. But I am part of the team as well. I am included just like everybody else. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You mind for turn the radio down on your side?
Mr. Madu from Salo.
Turn the radio
topic today.
Okay. You're not able to talk if you get a radio behind you and you want for Yeri Yusuf at the same time. Unfortunately, that's the downside of calling on the radio. So you get for turn the volume down on the very minimal, or you switch it off so that it not will give a negative feedback. But you can call me again on the number 088-971-971 for be part of the conversation. We're able to entertain one more call because of the timing. So if you call, then you will be the only caller and the last caller for this morning in your show. It also say that women are skeptical of hierarchy because they feel like it include arrogance and a form of gaining advantage over whoever within the structures. So most women, they're not like that whole hierarchy situation. I make them like for lead from the center, from in the middle, and work their way up.
And now people they will not want for fail.
Yeah.
So because of that, then just be say for take a lead. It need more of that kind of experience. Yeah. And another one for fail, then they fear for fail because now people they will always when they take lead. They won't forget results.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the non-judge will already say we're failures.
Yes.
So you the first to
good morning.
Way for not be failure. Hello, good morning.
Happy so much for this wonderful topic today because of this. Make I able come in the media for progress because I'm a man, I know it's a lot of progress, but because of this sushi topic, man and woman, well, also we, na woman forget power because woman get power mostly we saw this and all woman, so woman then do then get power. Then they try than they man them because so many suddenly when they try for make and make the happy so much then it makes with the happy with the young boy then
hello
get post get BB shy the neighbor do than the but woman and then they try na sando for this voice of Amadu.
Okay, voice of Amadou. Thank you so much, Amadou. For where you call on the show and for be part of the conversation. We hope so get forget you again on another episode. But we'll continue very quickly. The last two other traits them where woman then can get. The other one, now then can always look at the broader picture, which is what we verse of the day they tell we say, not look from a self-centered point of view, look from a wider point of view so that you're able to include everybody. And so woman then can do that and so then can ask more questions with the one way then they lead, like, what do you think? How you think say this go? Because they want everybody for be involved. And the last one then say, man, they're more loyal and committed when and can they inside the role of a leadership. And some of the barriers that we can disturb women and their leadership position, now they're old stereotype, gender discrimination, we can come inside. We don't talk about that one day already. Also the bias and the discrimination, that's sexual harassment. Where you say, let's talk more about the sexiness, the shape. That is what we talk about. Some of those things that affect we, or like where Roseanne say, then say, man, they're not for come in front at the mosque because you go be distracting. Distracting because of your thoughts. It's not because God made me this way. I can't control this way.
It's not like that. For you don't see men going to the mosque with sleeveless. You don't see that. No, be honest.
No, but even women don't.
No matter how man they go
woman, they go to mosque. You know how for go like that. You don't cover up from head to toe.
especially when you meet woman,
we get big waist or wide hips. Yeah.
Still they show even in the long gown.
There is a way where they show way in it distracting, but there is a way where like you go.
So we say now them biases then now then discrimination then they stop certain woman for take the leadership position where they're supposed for take, especially when it comes to that sexual harassment or anything related to your shape. Also, it can create hostile working environments for most women. And even worse, women of color find them very difficult around the world to get any position as a black woman. That's why in the Western world, you always hear, I'm a black woman, I'm a strong black woman. They have to do that because of the discrimination and bias within the face. Number one, they're women. Number two, your skin color is not helping you out. A black man has the same issue, but imagine now, you are female and black. But this is too much.
Too much issue. Too much problem.
And then the last one is lack of flexibility. Trying to balance work and family can be challenging and is a limit to most women the way they seek leadership position. Because, for example, I take Eve on again. If you have another female, no problem. But okay, I would take myself. If I then I will place for that balance, waiting you all be na us, not go match up. And if you all did it for me picking and constantly, it not go match up because I'm spending most of my time here. They can lead people. So that balance, it limits most women because they get for consider like, me man not go allow me for like I left this house, go na office from morning 10 and net. And not go gladly without this. So for like peace they reign na me house. Like just sit down on my corner, like those are supposed for day, according to how society wants me for day. So it restricts a lot, that lack of flexibility. Also, the biological nature of the body, we don't talk about that one day, the menstrual cycle, that now they carry the pregnancy, lack of flexibility in those areas. Although now the Lord, they try small, can't yet to the menstrual cycle, but it try small for be inclusive as much as they can for take into consideration some of those things. So any last words from you, Roseanne?
Well, interestingly, before I say my last word, because like you trust somewhere where certain woman then say the limit, who say the limit.
Okay.
Yeah. Because even my role as a gender person, most of the time in my organization, I try to motivate the woman. Where certain rules then they come up, men them go in for it. I meet one pan the ladies them. I say, but you know what apply, make you move from this point, make you grow. He said, well, able because say the more you go higher, the more responsibilities you get in family, you get in picking them, you get for attend, so it will be too much on them. So we say they contribute for limits we say for let we go in certain leadership. Yeah.
Okay.
So my last word to bamboo them is that woman them will not see them as a threat. Because if we empower, we support we woman them now the home. Now with offices, I believe say even the burden go reduce on we.
Of course.
So let we give them that support. Let we give them that kind of coaching and mentoring. Let we not see them as threats. More not afraid for relinquish power. Because when you get a woman supervisee, you try for help them out, and even when you go leave, you had to call. Say there's somebody that way don't capacitate, so we're able to take after you. And even at the homes them. You, Papa, job go left you at any time. If you don't empower that woman, within that period, you will come in and bring food at the table. So let us not see them as competition, but let us see them as partners because the world where God make it make a woman out of the rib of Adam. It make Eve out of the rib of Adam. That they show equality. I can preach equality. If you make Eve on top from the head of Adam or under Adam in foot, then for don't say and say yes. Yeah. But it's not at the side of Adam.
Now the middle side.
Yes, at the side of Adam. So that they tell you about partnership. So for one side by side, yeah. So now that's how we family and let us support each other and let us give the space for let woman then grow.
And for us on Radio Fry, where you cancel this whole discussion, listen, we are gender advocates for both sides. And we they say, it don't really matter whether I'm male or female. Once the person get his skill set, he ready for do the work, you get all the experience, everything, get the majiji, get all thing, then that person deserves it at the end of the day. And just like Roseanne they say, it's about partnership. Partnering in the sense of think about the other person just as much as you think about yourself. Lawrence still the die of laughter in the corner. You got any last words?
The last one I didn't talk about. The other so we foot them make come out with. Now we please, brother, out there, let's just try our best. We'll try. Because I'm not saying to a certain extent this issue also don't stem also really from the culture in a salon. And go like I say, some man go say, now this we don't used to, now this, but because you don't used to something, don't mean say correct.
Right. Yep.
So please, may we all try for like begin for accepting and new ways there for think and begin for friend way for pass that on to the next generation. So at least what you they struggle for can learn so now, not be so until then self get for faith with when they grow up. So Tete will they meet again
tomorrow.
We want for say Tata, bye bye. Take care and stay fried.
Now you can send mobile money with no sonko. Only with AfriMoney. Ilé como si wan send 5, 10, 50 or 5,000 leons.